I love you with my heart, with my soul, with every fibre of my entire being. How are you feeling right now, beautiful soul? So today, I'm going to take you on a journey, a sacred healing journey of the womb. And this is going to be transformational and healing in so many ways and on so many levels. All I want you to do is to kick back and enjoy this process. This is my gift to you to help you heal some deep wounds, some that you may be aware of, some that you may not be aware of. You can come back and do this meditation as often as you like, and I would recommend doing it at least 3 times. If you can do it 3 times over the course of a week, it will put you into a really good space where you're going to drill deep into your consciousness and heal those wounds and those scars that often take place when we're in the womb or shortly after birth. I love you. You're amazing. Enjoy this journey. Wherever you are on this magical blue and green ball, just close your eyes and take some nice long deep breaths, and let's do this. Breathe into your body. Breathe deeper and longer and slower. Breathe into your stomach, breathe into your hips, breathe into your buttocks, breathe into your groin. Feel your body. Be here, be now. Feel your heart, that connection to your sisters and brothers in the tribe. We're one frequency, one code. That Andromedan's still working on your knees. This being isn't going to leave your side. It's going to work with you continuously, even through the night tonight. Breathe into that powerful body. Deeper and longer and slower. And as you're breathing into your body, I want you to become aware of an orange light that flows in through the walls, down through the ceiling, up through the floor. This orange light flows towards your physical body. It gets closer and closer, and then it starts to swirl around the outside of you, over your head, underneath your feet, around your chest, around your back, swirling in a clockwise direction, getting brighter and stronger. Swirling like a powerful crystalline orange tornado, you start to breathe this frequency in. You breathe it in through your nose, up into your mind. It flows into your left brain, into your right brain. It flows around the outside of your skull, down through your head, your face, your neck, your throat, through your shoulders, your chest and back. It flows through your spinal column, middle back, lower back, into your buttocks. It flows through your heart, your lungs, your rib cage, down through every vital organ, your large and small intestine. It flows into your hips, your groin, down through your legs, passing through every cell, every atom, every molecule, every fiber of your entire being. It flows through your knees, calves, past your shins, into your ankles. It flows through your feet, all the way to the tips of your toes. It flows through your shoulders, down your arms, through your elbows, your forearms, your wrists, into your hands, fingers and thumbs. Continue to breathe in this powerful crystalline frequency, this orange healing light, until the inside of your body is completely full, from the top of your head to the tips of your toes, from the tips of your fingers and thumbs to your crown. Once the inside of your body is completely full, in your mind say thank you and keep breathing. You'll become aware of diamond and turquoise light codes that starts to flow in through the walls, through this orange frequency. They move rapidly towards your physical body, and your physical body starts to soak them up like a sponge. They flow in through the palms of your hands, the soles of your feet, in through your heart, your solar plexus, your throat chakra, down through your crown, up through your roots. They flow inside your sacral. Be in this space and soak up these codes. You then become aware of an inverted crystal white pyramid spinning 90 centimeters above your crown chakra. It spins in a clockwise direction. Getting faster and faster, spinning around over the top of your head. You can feel the energy. This inverted pyramid has a direct link up to source. As it spins, it's drawing in the lights, drawing in the codes, drawing in the energy from the womb of the universe. It spins faster and faster up above you, and then the apex opens. A powerful stream of source frequency flows down through your crown, through your pineal gland, down through your throat, into your heart, and boom! It explodes. This high vibrational light races around the inside of your physicalness, into every single cell, all 75 to 100 trillion of them. It flows into the protons in the cells, which start to communicate with the multiverse, sending and receiving information streams, switching you on as you vibrate faster and faster. Your light body starts to rise. Slowly but surely, it starts to rise up through your physicalness. It rises up through your crown, up through your shoulders. It flows up into the space. You get higher and higher, flowing up and up. You move up through the crystal orange frequency, ever so bright. Now that you're inside of it, you realize how bright and vibrant it actually is. You look around, you look down at your physical body, realizing you're in two spaces at the same time, a powerful multi-dimensional being. Vibrating, rising, up and up. You look over to your right and back slightly at a 45-degree angle. You see a large violet portal with a platinum aura 21 meters away from you, vibrating in the empty space. It starts to draw your consciousness towards it. You get closer and closer. "15 meters, 12, 9, 6, 3, and whoosh! You enter that portal, twisting, tumbling and turning, ebbing and flowing like liquid light. You look down, you've got no legs. You look left and right, you've got no arms. You're pure frequency, traveling through this space faster and faster. You look around, you see code everywhere, geometry, frequency, As you travel, you twist, you tumble, you spin and spiral, faster and faster and faster, expanding and expanding. You feel alive. You feel totally connected, and at the same time totally disconnected from all things. You feel at one with the entire universe and connected to nothing. An amazing feeling as you swirl faster and faster through this vortex. You see a light at the end of the tunnel. You start to slow down. The light looks ever so bright. You feel yourself getting slower and slower. You're 200 meters from the light at the other side. You slow down and down. You get within 50 meters. 40. 30. The vortex gets smaller and smaller. The entrance gets narrower. 20 meters. 15. 10. 5. You get right up to the end, and then you flow out of the other side and you're completely still. You look around, you're in a tight space. You're inside your mother's womb. Tucked up, nestled up, nice and tight. Just being. You can feel your mother's heartbeats. You can feel her energy. Just being in this space, vibrating. You look down and around. You're about 6 months. Your mother's 6 months into the pregnancy. You look down at your little hands. You can feel your tiny little feet. Feel the baby. Feel yourself. Feel what it's like to be in here right now. You hear someone whisper something into your consciousness. It's Archangel Uriel. Archangel Uriel lets you know that she's here in this space. She's come here to work with you right now to guide you. She asks you just to be present and be still, and just to experience what it's like for a moment being inside the womb. Those memories come flooding back. She asks you to be brave and to state to the universe that you would like full recall. She lets you know that if you ask for full recall, then she can grant it for you. She lets you know that what you experience is your experience. It's neither good or bad, but it's an experience that you should have full knowledge of. Set the intention for full recall. You can say it in your mind or you can say it out loud. As soon as you say that and state that, you feel your heart vibrating and fluttering. You start to feel emotions racing around inside of you. A light flows from your heart up through your mother's body and connects with her heart. You start to feel her emotions, positive and negative. You start to feel what she was experiencing in the outside world whilst you were pregnant. whilst you're in this space, inside the womb, I want you to communicate with your mother and let her know that you love her and that you're extremely grateful for her bringing you into this world and for the opportunity that she gave you to be life in this physical form on this planet that we call Earth. Open your heart and connect with hers. Sometimes we don't always know why mothers make certain choices. If there's any questions that you've got here in this space for her about your pregnancy, you can ask her. Communicate with her. Archangel Uriel is here supporting you, holding space for you. Archangel Uriel lets you know that we're about to move forwards 4 weeks into the future until you're 7 months. If, for example, you were birthed earlier than 9 months, then you may have the birthing experience earlier than other people on this journey, and that's okay too. But we're going to fast forward to the 7-month period, the 7-month mark. Now I want you to open your heart wider and feel what it was like to be in the womb at 7 months. Open your hearts and communicate with your mother. Remind her that you love her. You don't judge her, you don't blame her, you just love her for being who she is, who she was. You love everything about her. Having a baby doesn't come with a rule book. It's something that every mother has to work out. It's never easy. Just be in this space and feel the emotions. Feel the external world of what your mother was experiencing when she was 7 months pregnant with you. Be in this space and feel. We're now going to move forwards another 4 weeks. And to a time when your mother was 8 months pregnant with you. Feel what it was like. You're a tiny little bit bigger. You're inside the womb. It feels a little bit tighter, but it still feels comfortable. Open your heart and communicate with your mother. Let her know that you love her. You've always loved her and you will always love her. That's never going to change. Feel the experience of the external reality that your mother was experiencing when she was 8 months pregnant with you. We're going to fast forward another 4 weeks. The 9-month mark. around the time of your birth. Feel what it was like in the womb. Open your heart and connect with your mother and remind her that you love her. Feel the external environment in your mother's world while she was pregnant with you. Ask for full recall. Embrace the experiences, the thoughts, the feelings, the images. Whatever you're experiencing, embrace it. It's just an experience. No judgment on no one's part. No self-judgment, no judgment of your mother, no judgment on anyone that was in your mother's space, whether they're family members, partners, medical staff. No judgment. Just embrace this experience for what it is, and that is, it just is an experience. Be in the space, be in the womb and feel. As you vibrate in this space, you can feel yourself rising, and your consciousness starts to flow up through your mother's belly button, up into the space. You look up, you see Archangel Uriel. You look over to the right, you see your mother's face. Your consciousness rises as you look back down at the big belly. Wherever she is, maybe you look around and you see a midwife, doctors. Maybe you see the husband, the partner, your father. Maybe you don't. Either way, it's okay. It's just an experience. You rise up into the empty space and you look back down. Archangel Uriel asks you to go and stand down by your mother's feet. You move around, your light body's back. You're stood there in the space, observing your mother. Archangel Uriel looks into your eyes. She opens her heart and connects with you. You feel calm, you feel peace. She looks deeply into your eyes and she lets you know that trust in human form is one of the hardest things for us to regain because it's stripped away from us at birth. When we come out into this world, we're delivered by strangers more often than not. And this in itself is a huge knock of trust. Archangel Uriel lets you know that you've come back into this space to deliver yourself, to bring your own self into your own arms, a light and an energy that is so familiar, that trust is full, whole and complete. Archangel Uriel lets you know that once you've delivered yourself, you're going to go and place yourself on the breasts and the chest of your mother, and you're going to allow them to bond with no interference from any doctors or any third person. You look down between your mother's legs. You see that you're coming out. She's pushing, she's contracting. If you're involved in a C-section birth, that isn't taking place anymore. You're coming out naturally. We're reversing, rewiring and reconstructing timelines. We're changing reality. And this is going to have a profound effect on your mental, physical, emotional and spiritual worlds. You see your mother pushing, contracting, going through the motions. Maybe your father is there holding her hand, maybe he's not. Maybe there's some other family members there. Either way, it's completely, totally and utterly perfect. What matters is that you're there right now, because you are the most important human being in your world. You know what's best for you more than anyone else. Your mother continues to push. You see your own head. You see your little nose, your face, your eyes. Maybe you've got a full head of hair, maybe you haven't. You reach forward and you take the back of your own head. The back starts to come out. You reach forwards and you support yourself, coming out ever so gently, ever so carefully, in a caring, nurturing fashion. You see your little belly button. You see the umbilical cord. You start to see your legs, genitals, guiding yourself out gently. Your legs come out and you take the whole body in both hands. You're ever so tiny. You forgot how tiny you were when you were born with the great big hands that you've got now. You lift yourself up and you look into your own eyes and you say, I love you. I love you. I love you. And you hold yourself for a moment. Look into your own eyes. You open your heart and connect with yourself. The love that you feel for your own self is majestical, mesmerizingly beautiful. You carry yourself round towards your mother's arms. She's smiling. She's looking into your eyes as an adult. She's looking into her newborn baby's eyes. You hand yourself over to her. You place yourself on her chest, on her breasts. Your mother is so happy. Maybe she was happy the first time she gave birth to you. Maybe there was interference. But again, right now, we're rewriting history. We're rewiring and shifting timelines. You feel loved right now as a baby. Your mother feels love as a mother. And you feel love as the observer. Watching yourself being loved, being nurtured, being cared for, being embraced immediately after you were born. You and your mother bond and embrace. You didn't cut the umbilical cords. You're going to leave that attached to the placenta. It will fall off in a few days or a week in its own good time. Just observe your mother and yourself for a moment. Archangel Uriel puts her arm around you. She looks down into your eyes and smiles, and you look up into hers. She's so happy watching this whole event unfold. You walk over towards yourself in your mother's arms. You place one hand on your mother's forehead, one hand over the back of the head of your little self, and you just give each other a stroke, your mother and yourself. Your mother looks into your eyes and smiles and says thank you. She knows on a deep level what's taking place. She chose this experience. Open your heart. I want you to let the light flow out from your heart into the space and to surround your mother and you, the newborn baby. Allow the light to flow, this powerful, powerful love out from your heart. Allow it to swirl around the outside of the mother and child, of your mother and you in this space. Let them feel your love. As you vibrate in this space, observing this experience, you become aware of the little you starting to dissolve into geometrical code. It starts to blend into light, into frequency. And then an element of that frequency starts to flow up through the electromagnetic stream emanating from your heart. It flows through it towards your heart. It moves through the empty space, getting closer and closer. The energy and the frequency from little you moves inside of your heart and dissolves inside of your light body. Your heart chakra closes. You look back down at your mother. You still see little you lying on her chest. But all of the energy from little you, you're feeling it inside your own heart also. There is no disconnection there. And there's always a disconnection at birth. In this new reality, you're not going to be injected. No vaccines. No heel prick test. No birth certificate. You're a free human being. And that little you that was separated from your consciousness at birth by the trauma that you went through has now completely dissolved and gone. You start to trust yourself. You start to trust the world a little bit more. You feel that in every cell, in every fiber, in every biophoton of light. Quantumly, metaphysically, and physically. You move towards your mother. You lean down and you give her a great big hug. You hug her tightly. You reach down and you kiss yourself on your head and say, I love you, I love you, I love you. Your heart melts into bliss, into joy. You stand back up and you turn around and you look at Archangel Uriel. She looks deeply into your eyes. She asks you to follow her. She turns around to the right. There's a set of steps, some crystal blue steps. They go up to a crystal white door with pink light codes flowing through it. She walks up the steps towards the door. She walks through the door to the other side. You follow her through. You're in some kind of chamber. It's rectangle, about 30 meters long and 8 meters wide, 11 meters tall. It has a pitched roof. She asks you to walk into the center of this space. You walk into the center. She walks around in front of you, turns and looks into your eyes. She stares at you so deeply, profoundly. She lets you know that you've just shifted many timelines. She lets you know that work is incredible. And it's only for the brave. Not everyone is ready for that. She knows you had to face some fears and undergo a process. And she takes her cosmic hat off to you. She opens her heart once again. This time a golden light spirals out from her heart through the empty space. It flows towards you. 2 meters, 1 meter, boom! It penetrates your heart. You start to rise. You start to levitate up off the ground. Your legs, they move into the lotus position. She rises with you. You rise up 1 meter, 2 meters, 3 meters, and then you stop. She stares into your eyes, deeper. And then the walls in this space, they start to vibrate. You look over to your left-hand side. You see a black panther. You look to the opposite side. You see a lioness, a crystal white lioness. You look past Archangel Uriel and you see a white tiger walking in from the quantum field behind her. It moves up next to Uriel and stands beside. You look behind. You see a jaguar. A female jaguar. She walks up into the space and joins the circle. Uriel lets you know that feline beings, especially females, they're some of the fiercest mothers in the entire universe. They will protect their children over and above anything. And they're here to share some very specific Lyran codes with you. They're codes of trust and they're codes of courage. She reminds you that to walk these earth planes is never an easy job. And you need trust and courage. Now you've reconnected with your younger self from the moment that you were conceived, born into this world. All you need now is to feel the motherly love of cosmic beings, to download their coding, their fabric, to activate those courage templates and those trust templates on a multi-dimensional level. The jaguar opens her heart. The panther opens her heart. The crystal white lioness opens her heart. The tiger opens her heart. 4 streams of light flow through the empty space towards you. They spiral in a clockwise direction. 1 meter, half a meter, and boom, 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 boom. They penetrate your heart. Electric shocks flow up and down your spinal column. Your hands and feet vibrate like crazy. The boundaries of your light body, they start to dissolve into the empty space. You look down, your hands turn to geometrical codes. Your legs, your body does the same. You're just vibrating in the empty space as pure consciousness. You look around at the feline beings. You look into the eyes of Uriel. They start to download codes, cosmic codes of trust and courage. They download into your consciousness fields, activating ancient templates held in those 12-strand DNA matrices. Uriel communicates with you telepathically. She lets you know that your 12-strand DNA template is also a quantum 144,000 strand template. She lets you know within this space right now, we're activating all of them. You feel yourself expanding and expanding. Up, down, left, right, all around. It feels like you're in the center of the space. You're also inside the consciousnesses of these cats, of these feline beings, looking back at yourself. You're inside the eyes of the jaguar, looking into the eyes of the panther, the lioness and the tiger. You're up above looking down at this whole scenario. Just be here for a moment and vibrate. Be here for a moment. Let go, trust and expand. Be in this space. as you vibrate and expand in this space. Each one of the beings opens their higher heart and their third eyes and their crowns. 3 more streams of high vibrational light of a cosmic nature flows through the empty space towards you. 1 meter, half a meter, boom! They penetrate your consciousness left, right, up, down, all around. You vibrate faster and faster. You then look around the walls of the space. You see 4 rainbow dragons. They move in through the walls. They open their hearts. They shine their lights. They open their mouths and they breathe rainbow light, fire, powerful and potent into the space, amplifying the whole experience. You download rainbow diamond codes to shift your energetic blueprint even further. The dragons spread their wings and the geometrical code flows from their wings into the space. Just be here and absorb these harmonics. Be here and absorb these frequencies. You are super powerful. Let yourself rise. Let yourself expand. Be in this space. Download. Upgrade. Surrender. You vibrate faster and faster, expanding and expanding. As you vibrate in this space, the lioness, the tiger, the panther, the jaguar, their bodies, their light bodies start to dissolve into geometrical codes. They blend into the ether and their geometry merges with your geometry. All of you blend as one frequency, one code. You become each other, you become one. A mystical stream of mesmerizing beauty, colors, transformation. You look up to the rainbow dragon behind you, the one to the left and right. Their consciousnesses, their light bodies, they all start to blend and merge into geometrical code, into data. They become light, patterns, frequency. And their code merges with your codes, with the codes of the 4 feline beings. Everything becomes one, the energy amplifies. You rise and rise, expand and expand, becoming stronger. You feel the trust and the courage. You realize there really is no separation. It's a total illusion. You look up towards the other rainbow dragon, up above, Uriel. The dragon opens its heart even wider. And you start to move and float. You start to feel a magnetizing pull. You feel your consciousness being magnetized towards that of the rainbow dragon, still in its form. You flow up and forwards through the empty space. She draws the consciousness of the other rainbow dragons and the 4 feline beings towards her heart, spiraling through your own cosmic flow. All of you flow towards the dragon. She opens her heart wider. You get within 2 meters, 1.5 meters. 1 meter, 0.5 meter. You flow into the heart of the rainbow dragon. All of that energy flows inside. You start to spread throughout her wings, her body, her tail, her neck, her head, her face. You look out through her eyes, back down at Uriel. You look around the inside of this room. Your heart closes up. You descend down through the space until your eyes are in line with Uriel's. Uriel reaches up and wraps her arms around your neck, gives you a huge hug. You wrap your wings around Uriel. Uriel lets go of the embrace, winks, and then explodes into geometry. You look in front of you, you see a large crystal white portal at the other end of the room. It's huge, bigger than the room. You see the room itself starts to expand. You start to move towards that portal, this powerful rainbow dragon. The portal spinning in a clockwise direction, ever so fast, starts to magnetize your great big body into it. 3 meters, 2 meters, 1 meter, and whoosh! You enter that portal, flying forwards, this cosmic dragon, traveling faster and faster, still in your dragon form, those great big wings. You fly faster and faster. You feel powerful. You feel trust flowing through your heart, courage and confidence in every biophoton of light. You travel faster and faster and faster. And then you see a light at the end of the tunnel. 100 meters, 80, 60, 40, 20, and whoosh! You pop out of the other side. You're up above, you're home, you're up in the blue skies, looking down over your town or your city, still this powerful dragon. You look left and right at your wings, unbelievable. You start to descend slowly down through the space, breathing rainbow fire out from your mouth into the homes of the people all around. In your local environment, you send healing energy, balls of fire full of unconditional love. They explode in people's homes, raising their vibration as you get closer and closer towards the roof of your space. You get within 8 meters. Your wingspan starts to shrink. It gets smaller and smaller. You get closer and closer towards the roof. Your wingspan is about 13 meters, 12 meters, continuing to shrink. You get smaller but smaller, maintaining the power. You get within 5 meters of the roof. 4, 3, 2, 1. You land gently on the roof. Your wingspan is now at 3 meters. You start to descend down through the roof. You look down, you see your physical body exactly where you left it. You see the dragons, you see the Andromedan. You flow down towards your own crown. Your wingspan, it moves to 2 meters or 1 meter. Your crown chakra opens like 1,000 petals. A rainbow colored lotus flower with a diamond aura. You flow down towards it. You move through it, down through your pineal gland, down through your head, your face, your throat, down into your cosmic heart. Still this powerful rainbow dragon. Your wings expand through your arms. Your body expands into your body. Your talons become your legs and your feet. Your tail submerges in your spine. Your neck and your throat become your neck and your throat. Your head becomes your head. Your crown chakra closes. You feel your light flowing through every cell, every atom, every molecule, every fiber of you, from head to toe, from fingertip to crown. Your light recalibrates with your physicalness. You start to feel the vibration in your bones, the tingle in your cells, the frequency in every muscle. We're going to count from 5 back to 0. When we get to 0, we'll open our eyes, come back into this space and just be. Take your time, there's no hurry. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Whenever you're ready, open your eyes, come back into this space and just be. Feel your body, feel your energy, feel your connection. Just be here for a moment. Be in this space.